Howdy, friend. Welcome to Homegrown. I'm your host, R.P. Smith. I had mentioned last week that the calf sale day meal was probably also going to count as our Valentine's Day celebration. Well, I am such a romantic fellow that I took Beth out for supper on Monday night also. Our friends at Evans Feed Company still had a few tickets left for their customer appreciation supper when we went in to get sheep feed on Monday. We took the feed home, then came back to town and enjoyed a very good Nebraska steak and a speaker from Texas. The speaker talked about the challenges we will continue to face in the cattle business, pack consolidation, competition from fake meat production, and general shenanigans of those higher up the food chain. Not exactly romantic, but definitely food for thought. Our Valentine's evening was spent with two of our granddaughters on the first night of our 4-night run, while their folks are in Omaha, coaching and cheering on the Broken Bow Indians wrestling team. I was able to go to district wrestling in Broken Bow last Saturday, the first chance I'd had to watch the team this year. My 60-some sessions of physical therapy over the last 9 months still did not prepare me for sitting on the bleachers for 6 hours. It was not my ego, but simply a lack of forward planning that I did not take a pillow along. But it was sure enjoyable to visit with some folks I had not seen since our kids finished wrestling, and to witness some really great matches. It is also fun to look at the names of kids from around the state and be reminded of the connections I've made with their predecessors over the years. The first program that I was hired to be a part of took place at the Valentine Senior Citizen Center, just a few months after the first Old West days in Valentine. A gentleman came up to visit afterwards and complimented me on my work, telling me that he had seen some professional cowboy poets, and he liked my poetry just a little bit better. I was getting kind of puffed up when he let off some of the steam by concluding that he would rather go to an amateur rodeo than a professional one any day. I gave his compliment some thought and could see where he was coming from, and was inspired to a poem that I'd like to revisit this morning, that I call To the Participant. Here's to the pickers and the singers you'll never see on CMT, to the undiscovered poets that recite their rhymes for free, to the roper whose loop falls empty, the barrel racer whose horse don't bend, the rough-stock man who is dismounted before the whistle blows his ride's end, to all the folks that keep on trying, though their efforts seem for naught. They get back up, brush off the dust, and give it all they've got. The saddest song in all the world would be the one that goes unsung. If you are life's participant, then victory's bell has rung. When the adrenaline has slowed in its surging through your veins, and the tension of your grip has loosened on the reins, if your talents have not raised you far above the rest, all that really matters, friends, is that you give your best. I'm looking forward to participating in an event this coming Friday, February 23rd, in Imperial, Nebraska. I will be part of the final Friday art show of the season, taking place at the Broken Arrow Cellars. My show will run from 6 to 7, with the art show starting at 5 Mountain Time. I look forward to visiting with you in Imperial. Thanks for riding along on Homegrown this morning. Hoping that the Lord blesses you real good today, that He is raining on your place, and that our happy trails cross again soon. I'm R.P. Smith.